Good morning. Hello, 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 hello. Happy Tuesday. How are y'all doing today? Welcome to June. It's a new month. We're halfway through 20... Oh. That's a webcam, kitty. You found it. There you go. I don't know if I've ever seen her do that before. Oh, man. We're halfway through 2019. Do you guys know that? You guys, like, ever wake up and look at a calendar and go, half the year's gone? You know, oops. Like, I feel like I did. Like I did it. Like, it's my fault. Like, you know, I just sort of, like, tripped or, you know, fat-fingered a button or, you know, just, like, made an accidental mistake and, like, whoops. It's June. Morning. Mounts, bring on to mounts. Pupper Cam today along with Cat Cam, unexpected Cat Cam. Good morning from Australia. Good morning to Australia. Although I imagine in Australia it's probably, I mean, maybe it's morning. Maybe it's so far away that it's just wrapped all the way around to be morning again. It is 9 a.m. here in sunny, is it sunny? Yeah, it's sunny Portland, Oregon. We've been having really nice weather. If the weather could just stay like this all year round, it'd be perfect. It's like sunny, obviously, but like 75, maybe 77 degrees Fahrenheit, which in Celsius, you're looking at like, let's see, how do we do this? Mid-20s, basically. So like not hot, but like nice and warm, like 25, 26 even. Delightful. Sending streamer luck on the mount drops. Why, thank you. We have 5 characters. Itinerary for today. We have 5 characters. Let's see, tweet the stream. Which we are going to use to run the Throne of Thunder. I have preemptively moved all of them out to the Isle of Thunder because I am a studious streamer. So yeah, Isle of Thunder, Throne of Thunder, Horadon specifically. We already have G-Kun. Horadon. And then after that, I'm going to check and see if Skreeg is up. I did get lucky. Well, I don't know about lucky. It took like 50 attempts. But I did get my Crimson Slaver Maw off of Fangtooth, I don't know. One of those. The red one. The red Argus Chompy boy. So I got that all sorted out. I only needed one more Argus drop mount. And then the other piece of luck that I would like to share with you that happened to me recently is I was doing my islands this week off stream. And look what happened to your... I was about to call myself your girl, but that's really upsetting. Look what happened to me. Oh, the streamer luck is real, even when you're not streaming. Moral of the story here is everyone should have their own stream. It's a great time. First time watching you live, welcome, Rev. Good afternoon from Brazil. Sup, Samuel. I would love to stick around, have to study chemistry. Greetings from Slovenia. Thank you. Evening from Germany, from Italy. We're so global here. A good different paladin mount. I love the ones that drop out of the Army of the Light Paragon caches. So if you search up Army of the Light, specifically the Blessed Fell Crusher, the Avenging one's nice too, but like that coloring of Fell Crusher, love that. I still need this one, and I'm at some point going to have to start to do Army of the Light World Quest, although I'm not too, like, I'm actually kind of looking forward to grinding Army of the Light rep again just to try and get that last mount, because it's not bad gold. Like, when they nerfed the amount of gold that you got from World Quest at the end of Legion, they didn't do it all the way, and then they just never really added a new source of gold in BFA, so when I do a World Quest in Legion with my combat follower, I still get like 30 gold per quest bonus just from my combat follower. It used to be 150, but still, you know, just like an extra 30 gold on top of whatever it was. And then, you know, you get gear, you can vendor it. It adds up. You do all right out of that. So kind of looking forward to that. Sorry, Colt Ren Shaman looking awesome on Twitter. Grats. Why? Thank you. I did not realize. For anybody, I'll next time I log over, I will show off. Yeah, let's go see if Nalak is up. Next time I log over, I have to show you guys, if you didn't see it already, I got the fish maces, basically. It's not an original transmog. My shaman is past 110, so she's got her heritage armor on. She's 116, I think. But yeah, got her to 110, immediately mogged the heritage armor. And then I was doing islands, actually the same day that I got this. Same island, actually, that I got the Thunderscale mount from. And I get the Stinkrot Smasher, and I didn't even look at it. I was too excited about the mount. I didn't even, like, shift click or control click or whatever it is to, like, see what the appearance is. So I just kind of, later that evening, I'm, like, looking through my bags, and I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? And I got the floppy fish mace. So I immediately decided I'm not selling that. That's mine. I'm keeping that. And transmogged it onto both of my enhancement shamans, dual wielding. So when she goes, she's upgraded from Slappy Sticks to Slappy Fish. Morning, Hazel and Joker. Regards from Germany. German weather goes AWOL. Suddenly it's 30 Celsius. Ugh, about that time of year. Bilemaw, one of them. I think you're right. Play my game while listening to the stream. I get 2 Island Expedition mounts, and I got that one as well. It's a nice one. I still don't have the ones that I really want, which is Squawks the Parrot and then the Risen Mare. But I can't complain about this one. Plus, this is the one that one of my guildies wanted. So at least I can ride it in front of him and be mean. I'm a great friend. Let's see, greetings from South Africa. Bonsoir. I am French, so no H. That's quite all right. How are you doing this morning? I'm doing great. I had the most delightful walk this morning. It was just such beautiful, beautiful weather. I don't always take my headphones with me, but I took my headphones with me this morning just because I felt like having some music. So I was doing my groove walk. I don't really dance and walk, although I do a little bit if I am convinced that there's nobody there. You know, it's early. Who's out there? Who's gonna judge me if I dance a little bit? My mic is confirmed not off. Will you be playing Classic? Maybe. No official plans, though. Favorite mount? Probably Lucid Nightmare. Tough call, though. There's a lot of good ones. Cultured Shaman, I think she's 116. Let me try and catch up in chat while I wait for Nalek to spawn. Do you do world boss farms? Kind of. I'm not quite as religious about them as I am about instance mount farms because they're, you know, sometimes the boss isn't up, and I don't always want to sit around and wait for 20 minutes in every alt that I have, so they're less convenient to do on stream, and if I don't do something on stream, there's a good chance it just doesn't ever happen. So, not much, but I do check them if I have the time on a Mount Run stream, or if I'm, like, in the area. You know, I'm not against it. Let's see. Gonna try Ryukamar? Eventually. I don't know about today. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Alright, I got it. Whew, I was standing too far under him. I couldn't see his model. We did it, though. And no Nalek mount. That is attempt number 6 of 2,000, apparently, so not expecting to see that anytime soon. Okay, let's go try Horadon. Do I have gun shoes still? I do. I have 3 pairs of gun shoes with this character. Should be just fine. So annoying that Google stripped YouTube Gaming. They could update the default player. Full screen with chat. So, I'm aware of the, what would you call it, depreciation of YouTube Gaming. Google's basically like, well, we tried. But people just watch this on regular YouTube anyway, so never mind. But I had never really discovered, like, I was familiar with the interface, but I'd never really used any features that were exclusive to YouTube Gaming. I never had full screen with chat. So I'm not personally broken up about it, but maybe I was missing out. Either way, it's too late. Hang on. You know what? Excuse me, sir? That's right. I will not have you following me for this entire run. Also, I need to get up really briefly, so I'm just gonna, like, see if the cat wants to stream for a second. There you go. Yeah, up you get. There you go. Be right back. Thank you. There we go. Oh, yeah, I know. that wasn't the smoothest transition I've ever done in my life. And then we put this back-ish. Somewhere around there. Too low. Oh. You can see she's got the belly twitches on. I've upset her. Kitty. Oh, okay. Catch you later. This is still too low. Okay. Close enough. All right. Well, we finally killed the mage that was sending water elementals at us, so I'm going to go ahead and call that progress. Okay, let me see if I can catch up on chat. Waiting for the cat to get into the milk. Oh, this is tea. This is a cup of tea, but you're correct to be concerned. I was on the weekend. Sunday afternoon, I decided that I wanted to clean my keyboard. I had been kind of like eyeballing it for a while. My keyboard is lit from underneath, as many are, which means that when there's like cat hair down there, as is wont to happen, it's like backlit cat hair, and it's really obvious. And I hadn't actually cleaned this keyboard, I don't think, properly since I got it, and it's been a few years, so it was time. You know, I have like some nail polish in some of the keys. There's like some, it's just, you know, it's not the worst keyboard you've ever seen in your life, because those get pretty bad, but it wasn't great. So I decided to like make a whole afternoon of it, put on some Netflix. I'm rewatching Gallivant for the 37th time. And, you know, you pop out all of the keys and not just, I got the compressed air, did the bottom of it. Then I went over it with a cloth, and then I went over it with Q-tips, and then I took tweezers and it was individually pulling out like stuck cat hairs, because even after I removed all the keys, there was still hair that was like sort of caught in the underboard of the keyboard. So I spent a while just like plucking my keyboard. It was strange activity. And then like individually wiping down each key with like soapy water. It was a whole thing. Took ages. But it was kind of a hot, warm Sunday afternoon. And I was doing this and I had an iced coffee. We had made some cold brew. And I had like a glass. Not a very big glass, but a 2-3 inches tall little glass of iced coffee on the table. And I was so distracted by the, I was so distracted by my keyboard project. Oh, I forgot to use my gun shoes. Oh, well, now I may as well just not. I was so distracted by my keyboard project, and I was, like, looking in a different direction. I had left it on the coffee table. And I look over, and the cat she's just got, like, iced coffee dripping from her chin. She's just, like, sitting there drinking it. She didn't get that much. Like, I kind of heard her and then looked over, but usually, if we're having something like that, we'll let her smell it, and then she'll go, no, I don't want that, and then she, like, doesn't bug us about it again, like, because it's coffee. You know, what kind of a cat wants to drink coffee? Apparently my cat. She was going for it. I kept waiting for her to have a caffeine high. It's because there was milk in it. She is a fiend for anything with dairy, especially because we don't give her milk. Tips for a new WoW player. Make friends with your resources. Find out where to find answers to your questions. Don't be afraid to ask your questions. And take it slow. Don't be in a rush. You know, do whatever's fun for you. Don't let anybody tell you you're doing it wrong. There's a lot of people that think there's only one way to play WoW. And all of those people disagree with each other. You know, they're not, there's lots of things that you can do. And as long as you're having a good time, you do you. I don't think I need Warbringer Jaina song lyrics for anything. I wasn't really looking for them. Most stressful bridge. With 5 cats, I have to clean my keyboard at least once a month since they lay on the desk for pets frequently. Yeah, I probably could have done better by like compressed airing it without removing all the keys more often. I might start to do that. I do that with my gamepad because it can feel a little sticky sometimes if I let too much hair get under there. But it was it was time to just like get the oils off the keys. And now every time I use the keyboard, I feel like I want to like sterilize my hands so that I don't have buildup on my fingers. But of course, that's just gonna give me like crazy dry skin. Oh man. If Volpera are added as an allied race and you make an alt, what class would you make it? Rogue. Volpera rogue. Sneaky little fox girl. It's the only way to go. Your cat's been having a rough day. Today she's been doing all right. She has a routine when the dog and I get home from our morning walk. She will run over to the door as though there's like food or something there. No horde on, by the way. She'll run to the door and then look a little offended because the dog's there and he's all amped up because when you come inside, I don't know why. We just went for a really long walk, but he's just like amped. So she's kind of offended that there's this high energy dog there. So she's just like looking at him kind of disgusted, waiting for him to leave. But as soon as he leaves, Then she wants, like, pets. She, like, always has to say hi. Aggressively so once you come home. So she was doing that. She was doing that today. Although sometimes the dog steps on her. He just gets excited when he gets home. I don't know why. It's like it's the same place as when he's leaving to go for a walk, and he's still wearing his leash, and I'm still wearing shoes. So, like, maybe there's a chance we could go out again. Maybe that's the logic. Cat feed. Mom's dog drinks coffee. Can't be left alone with coffee at all. The second I saw it, I was just like, oh no. Now there's another thing that we're going to have to, like, ward her off from because she's got a taste for it. She's like that with soy sauce. She licked up, like, a ring of soy sauce residue that had been left under a soy sauce jar once. She just, like, licked off a tiny bit that had spilled onto the table. And ever since then, if you have anything with soy sauce on it, heaven forbid you have sushi. That cat's on you. I am the best Greek priest. Congratulations. In raiding or like in the Greek Shadow PvP scene? For just starting out with TSM, are there group presets you would recommend? Started making my own, but there are a lot of items in this game. Yeah, for Transmog there probably are presets, and I probably need them too. Like preset groups, right? Like groups that you can import that already contain everything. So I just manually add stuff. The way I do it is I just have a mega group. And it's just called BOE gear, and it's basically anything that is a green or like a blue, just like a BOE piece of gear. Maybe it's Transmog, maybe it's not, but if I'm not too fussed about how much I get for it, I just want to try and sell it for whatever the going rate is. It's not like a crazy high value piece. I'll just throw it into the mega group, but the problem is that my mega group is now so big that it's kind of laggy. Whenever I like open up that interface to add more gear, it takes a minute to load. And it's not like that with groups that have more reasonable amounts of items in them, so I don't know if my way is the best way. I got ball last night. Grats, Joe. I play on Lightbringer. You just got the Surf Jelly Island map yesterday. It was my first ever island in that tune. Couldn't believe the luck. Congratulations. Are you gonna get the Deathwing mount? I have the Deathwing mount. Thank heck I am done with Dragon Soul. No more Dragon Soul for me. Soy sauce. It's probably just because it's salty, but she loves it. We used to get these tortilla chips that were like soy sauce flavored tortilla chips. It's a weird thing, but my husband loves them. They're pretty good. And she would be all up in your grill if you were having that. My cat loves curry. Animals are weird, man. They do weird stuff. What would you recommend I do content-wise before the patch drops? I've been on a hiatus, done some of the war campaign. Before the patch drops, I would see if you are caught up on your Pathfinder requirements. I think that's a good thing to do if you're not already done. Pathfinder Part 1, because if you get caught up on that, it'll be really fast to unlock flying once 8.2 comes out. So, getting exalted with all the reputations. What else was in here? Exploring the whole world. Doing the Lore Master achievements if you haven't done that yet. Pathfinder, and then the war campaign, like you said, you're working through that, so you're already off to a good start. But I think that's like the thing to do to prepare. Go for the couch. No one's guarding it. Man, Joker, go lay down. Go lay down. Let's see if that does it. Trying to get ball myself. Don't have Una. Camp it every day, hoping someone will show up. You can get your own Una. I don't have a ball guide yet, but I do have an Una guide. I play on Lightbringer. Oh, the Deathwing map that's coming in 8.2. Oh, yeah. That one's coming at the end of the year, like November, at the anniversary event. It's not going to be for a while. I feel like they might have announced it too early. I've heard a lot of people being like really hyped for it, just like ready to go any day now, and there's some time still. Phobic Gamer, thank you for the super chat. Hiya from Sweden, and thanks for your streams. Always cheers me up. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. Hope you're off to a great start to your week. Man, that looks like Deathwing. Yeah, of course. In what world do they come out with that? And I go, you know what? I don't like Deathwing. He's a bully, and I don't support bullies, so I'm not getting that mount. That doesn't sound like me. If it's a good mount, I'm going for it. Okay. Cat loves vanilla ice cream. I mean, who doesn't, though? Who doesn't? Okay. Soy sauce flavored tortilla chips sounds strangely enticing. We used to have to go to, like, where did we go to get them? Maybe it was just Trader Joe's. Maybe it wasn't that fancy. Joker, go lay down. He loves the cat bed. He doesn't fit. He does not fit. Okay. Did I ever get gun shoes in this one? I don't know if I need them. I can sprint. Plus I have travel form. On the Druid, it's really not that bad. Okay. Vitreous Stone Drake on normal Stone Car, approaching 400 runs. You sure it isn't heroic only? Positive, because if it was heroic only, it would be once per day. And I specifically remember spending all day doing my, like, it was 5 runs an hour back then, but you can do 10 runs an hour now. Back in, when did I do that? Draenor? It was, I specifically recall that. My dog always tries to steal my beer. Caught your cat eating watermelon off the table. I know a lot of dogs are like thieves like that. They just want the food real bad. But the funny thing to me is not so much that my cat tried to steal a beverage, but that she decided to drink it despite the fact that it was coffee. Like, there's plenty of people that don't even like coffee. You know, she does not want anything alcoholic. Like, if you have whiskey, if I'm like sitting down with a glass of whiskey, she'll come up and she'll sniff it and then she'll go, oh no, and then she'll like look kind of concerned for you and leave. But coffee apparently is not over the line. Man, that looks like Deathwing. Do you think that will be easily obtainable for the regular casual player? I think so. I think it's going to take a little bit of time, but the experience should be LFR difficulty, I believe is what they've said. They're just going to put some bosses together into a instance, kind of, but you should be able to queue for it randomly. It should be doable. It might take a while. It's probably going to be on par with what the Molten Core experience was if you were around for the 10th anniversary. So that one was a little bit of a mess, but you didn't need to be good. You just needed to be patient and available. As long as you are playing during the event and you make the effort to go and get it, you shouldn't need to be too hardcore. You shouldn't need like a pre-made group or anything crazy like that. Okay, scooch. Am I not wearing all my gear? Does it always take this long on my Druid? Okay. This is going to be attempt number 29. And it is not the one. Perhaps attempt number 30. We got a ways to go before we're unlucky, though. Got a very bad sunburn on Saturday. My condolences. That sucks. And a new beta. I now own 9 betas. You're living the dream. What's your new fish like? Do you need Tortolan, Champion of Azeroth, for Pathfinder? Let me see. Pathfinder Part 1. Azerothian Diplomat. Sure do. Revered, though. Not exalted, just revered. Easy. No big deal. No biggie. What kind of whiskey do you like? Gonna be honest with you. I don't buy it. My husband picks out whiskey, and I'm not sure he's crazy about it either, but he kind of wants to be someone that drinks whiskey. So he'll get something that somebody at his work recommends to him, because there's some booze snobs there, I guess you could say. And then he'll bring it home and we'll drink it. And he knows more about it, but I feel like I enjoy it more. And it doesn't matter, because it's just alcohol. It's not terribly good for you either way. Where am I going? Nowhere. I'm done in that character. But I really like the warmth of it. 40-man Molten Core was not fun? No, absolutely not. No, it was awful. I gave up. I did it once, got my mount, and was like, I could farm this for Hatespark the Tiny, or I could just buy a Hatespark the Tiny right now and be done with this forever, and I think that's what I did. I played WoW far too long last night, the War campaign and the Zandalari campaign. Got the last rep for both, and then did the unlocks for the races as well. That is a late night. That's a lot of stuff to do in one day. I've been going a little hard on my shaman. A little less so since I got her to 110, because I feel weird trying to level. I feel weird trying to level to 120 when we're going to unlock Pathfinder relatively soon. I feel like I should wait until flying before I start finishing all my like 110 pluses. But I also want to have more 120s to farm Throne of Thunder on, because it's just easier once you have that that extra little bit of power. It can be done at a lower level, but I'm lazy and I don't want it to be hard. Got the doggy mount yesterday and a Taurus and a transmog run. Lucky guy. Got your horde on mount last Sunday. Congrats, Cladrius. Gonna have to continue to run past him to try for the G-Kun mount the coming time. Yeah, that's gonna be kind of my life if I ever get serious about toy collecting. Now that I have my Brutus, I'm just hoping that they don't really add any more things that I want for the toy collecting meta. I wish that for the toy collecting meta, like the collect, 200, 400, whatever toys, I wish they would just stick to giving you toys for it, because they put a mount for it, the lumber extractor mount that I have, and then they put a pet for it, which is Brutus. And I wish they would just, like, collect toys and get a toy, When you collect pets, they don't give you a mount. I wouldn't be mad, but they don't give you a mount. Because I don't want to feel like I have to collect toys just for the other stuff, because I don't really want to collect toys for its own sake. I'll collect a toy if I'm like, man, that'd be a fun toy. But for the most part, I have all the, I have the coin of many faces. What else do you want with your life? So, yeah. Saw your ICC lockout share. Can't get it to work for Ulduar, though. I don't know if it's supposed to work for Ulduar. I only ever confirmed it worked in ICC. Somebody said, I don't know. I'm so out of the loop with what's supposed to work for Ulduar. I've been, like, trying to talk myself into maybe doing Ulduar runs after we're done with Throne of Thunder, just because my other option is moving forward to, the other option is Siege of Orgrimmar. And I feel like that's kind of the bar that starts to make the Ulduar run look not that bad. If my other option is doing all of Siege, which does not have lockout sharing. Fist of Fate. Can I sell that? That's a BOE, and I can sell it for 50 gold. Yeah. I might learn that, actually. I might send that to an alt and learn it. It's a nice fist weapon. I need to finish grinding at rep for Talongee's expedition so I can try to get the Paragon pet. It's a cute pet. It's a good one. I commend your dedication to doing that manually. I ground out all of the Alliance Paragon pets manually, but since there was only one for Horde, I got to Revered with Talongee so that I could buy the vendor mount. But then I was just, I'm just gonna buy the bat. I don't want to spend that much time on my Horde characters. I always feel like I'm wasting time when I'm playing Horde, because that's not my main setup. I want to be earning gold towards my big pile of gold that is for my Longboy that I still do not yet have. And I know, like, I could earn gold on my Horde characters and buy pets and, like, sell them cross servers. It's just, like, a big loss that way. I've been spending my Horde gold on heirlooms and heirloom upgrades, and that's fine, but, I want my Brutosaur. I want my Brutosaur this expansion. And I have not been getting any closer lately, although, in my defense, it's because I've been stocking up on stuff I've been stocking up for 8.2, stuff to sell. Hopefully the herb prices recover. They should. Theoretically. Don't see any reason why they wouldn't. Okay. Siege is such a long run, even when one-shotting. Yeah. I'll do it eventually, but I might do Ulduar first. I was today years old when I found out there's a shortcut to the Throne of Thunder entrance there. Did you farm the Darkmoon Zeppelin mount? Oh, that's another good point, actually. I don't have it yet, but I'm getting there, and that's something that I should do on today's stream, is just go knock out the pet dailies, because I'm pretty close. I'm not going to get it this event. Maybe next event if I go hard on the games. I don't really go too hard on the Darkmoon Faire games anymore. I did that grind back when I was getting my Insane title. I don't want to do it anymore. So for my ticket grind for the Zeppelin mount, I do the turn-ins. I just buy all the artifacts to turn in, the Mysterious Egg and the Grimoire and all that. I buy all those, turn them in. That's like 80 to 100 badges or so. Tickets, whatever. I do the monthly profession quests. Those are fast. I try to do the test your strength thing if I remember to get the stuff, to get the grizzly tokens or whatever. And then as much as I can, I'll do the pet dailies every day, because that's huge. That's 15 extra tickets per day. That's way more than, like, the rest of the games, and it doesn't take very long. So I should today try to get out there and do the pet dailies. Oh, man. Siege is worse when the mantid bug's out. Ooh. Not looking forward to that. Just got Ashes of Law after 68 attempts. Birthday is yesterday. I think Blizzard knew. Congrats, Katie, and happy birthday. It's a pretty good digital birthday present. All right. Attempt number, what, 30 something? Taco spin. Always nice to chill out with Hazel and chat. I want to catch up, and then I want to tell you guys a boring story. If I were to faction change a tune, Exalt with Nightborn, would I be able to unlock allied races then convert back to Alliance? So you don't need to be exalted with those factions on the character that does the unlock. So I was on my Alliance gnome. All through Legion, I only played Alliance. No Horde characters, really. And on my Alliance gnome, I was exalted with High Mountain and with Nightborn and did the quests related to them. I did like the Stormheim or the High Mountain quest, the Surmar stuff. I did all of it. All the unlock requirements were met on my Alliance character. When I on a Horde character that was like 110, I think actually, maybe not even 120, I did the unlock scenario. She didn't have any rep. You don't need to have rep in the character that you do the unlock on. You just need to have rep somewhere in your account. And then a high-level character, any character, on Horde to do the unlock. Did you ever get the Insane title? I've had the Insane title for years. I got it, like, as soon as I heard about the redesign. Was it right before Legion or right before Warlords? Whenever they added Insanity, whenever they made the switch to Insanity, I heard about the new mechanic, and I was like, well, now I need the Insane title. Need it. So I spent the summer, or just like the gap before that expansion, grinding out this. Okay, so I guess not like years and years. I've had it since 2016. I got that in July of 2016. Okay. That was attempt number 30. That was a no-go. Let's try again. Works with Old War last time I did it. Right there with you, but alas, do not have that much gold to begin with. I can make gold, kind of. I just can't make gold in the quantities that I was making gold before. I need to, like... Well, one, it's not an amazing time in terms of flipping epics, which is what I like to do. That's usually better, like, in the first half of a raid tier. But I just spent more time on it back in Legion. Feel the mountain dropping, this is it. Maybe next time. I was offended by the Nightborn's response to the Alliance, and my Worgen was the one who helped them the whole time. Me too. Me too. Doing the Nightborn unlock scenario, I was like, I'm still a little salty about that. I understand why they did it. I just think it's petty as hell. I get it. I just don't agree. Oh, man. I worked so hard on my gnome. I did all the Withered Army. I'm going to have to do more Withered Army training. I still don't have the Fox mount. That's what I'm going to have to go back and do. Is just like get a bunch of alts doing... Where could you get the invitation? Withered Army training and the Emissary cache and Paragon caches. Those were the 3 boxes, right? They could drop the invitation for the Foxmat quest. I have not seen the Aladdin movie yet. I will probably not get to see it until it comes out on streaming services. Or like Redbox or something like that. We saw Detective Pikachu in theaters, and that's like our one movie for the year. Ever considered trying Final Fantasy 14? I did try it when it was new, and then I went back to WoW, as I do. I just don't. It didn't scratch an itch for me that WoW didn't already fulfill. Like Black Desert, I played that one more actively. Like I actually got invested in it and didn't just play it because my friends were playing it, because it did something for me that WoW didn't do. Final Fantasy just felt like a different WoW to me. It felt like it's not the same game. There's lots of differences, but it was fulfilling the same purpose, and I wasn't really trying to quit WoW. Hey Hazel, how you doing? What's up, Chain Z? I think Nightborn should have been neutral. Yeah, the weird thing is I'm not as offended about High Mountain. Like, I also ground rep with High Mountain as an Alliance character. I also helped with their storyline and whatever, but I guess because they look like a Horde race, it makes sense to me that they would just, like, go hang out with the regular Tauren. But the Nightborn... Nightborn betrayed me, man. Cosmoth is dropping the companion again? Blizzard chocolates could have made a more compelling reason other than Tyrande was rude. I agree, but I also think it's fairly in character for a Nightborn. Like, it's really petty, but I feel like they're kind of petty. I feel like that fits. It's not great, but, you know, not everybody has sound reasoning. And so the other thing I did this weekend, I had finally gotten... I should back this story up a little bit. On one of my previous streams, I was talking about how I had, on a whim, decided I want to grow lemon trees. You know, lemons are delightful. Who doesn't like lemons? I'm going to grow some lemons. And not only that, I wanted to grow them from seed, because then if I kill the tree, I feel less bad about it. Like, if I adopt a baby tree from a nursery and then I kill it, I'm, like, heartbroken because I let it down. But if I grew it from seed, then for whatever reason, I feel less bad if it dies. And, then it has a chance to, like, it's less likely to make it out of infancy, tree infancy, as it were. But if it does, then it's adapted to my condition. So anyways, I wanted to grow some lemons. I wanted to grow them from seed. Where we last left the story, I had ordered them from Amazon, or not from Amazon, Etsy. And the seller was just this super invested lemon aficionado dude that had a lot of opinions and specific ideas about how you should grow these lemons. He cared a lot. He just really wanted to see the proliferation of lemon trees in the world. And I hadn't gotten them in the mail yet. So I got them. They arrived with a 2-page stapled together insert printed front and back with information and advice and tips and different methods for how to grow your lemon seeds. And I followed them exactly because I was like, if this guy cares enough to sit down and write me a book about how to grow some lemon seeds, then man, he must be onto something. Like, it's those people that are just, like, super into it that it's a little uncomfortable. Those guys are the ones that know what they're talking about. I would do the same thing if I was, like, giving away a plant, and I would write up a care sheet that was just, like, insane. So I trusted it, so I, like, went and I read through the thing, and he wants me to soak the seeds overnight and then carefully peel off the 2 outer shells by biting off the narrow end of the seed and then using fingernails to delicately peel the seeds. He's like, all right, this sucks. It's really tedious, but it's worth it and it works. So I'm like, all right, God, I'm going to trust you. So I soak them overnight, and I'm like trying to bite off the ends of lemon seeds in my kitchen. And mind you, they're slippery. They've been soaking overnight. They've got like a little bit of a slipperiness to them. So every now and then a lemon seed just like flies into the world. It's a good thing I had quite a few of them. And biting off the tips of them, and I'm peeling them with my fingernails and just like separating the husk from the seeds and doing, like, he had a specific way he wanted you to fold the paper towel. He wants you to germinate them in a wet paper towel sealed in a plastic bag. And he's like, okay, so you put them 1 inch from this part of the paper towel and then fold over this side and then this side. And then this side, but not that side. And then fold it in half and then lay it on a towel and then pat it. Like, it felt like I was reading the Half-Blood Prince's potions book, and he was telling me which way to stir the potion and when to add a counterclockwise stir for, like, the good stuff. It felt like that. I have the Half-Blood Prince's potion book of lemon seed growing. And I did all that. And I zipped it up. And it is now dated and sitting on my counter. And I check it every day to see if anything's happening. And I hope it does, because otherwise it took me a while. That was a project. I was having a bit of a moment, just like sitting in my kitchen being like, man, what am I doing with my life? Have I gone too far? Have lemon trees taken over the things that should be important to me? I must have like 8 of those Fox invitations when that was current. Don't tell me that! My husband said the exact same thing. I was complaining about how I didn't have the Fox mount yet, and he's like, oh man, I couldn't stop getting those things. I'm like, shh, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know that. Just pretend that it was really hard. Just pretend. Just lie to me. Lie to me. I just got done watching your pet battle videos. Happy you get to catch a live stream. Welcome, Glitch. Have you heard of MapleStory 2 on Steam? I've heard of MapleStory. MapleStory's got a long history. I don't know if I ever played it, though. Plant weed. Marijuana is pretty legal here in Oregon, but I still think that if I wanted to grow it, I would probably need some kind of a permits, and I'm not really a weed-consuming kind of person. I'm not against it, but it's not really for me. Planting citrus seeds are easy, requires not much. Well, I gave it a lot. I gave it a lot. The real struggle, I think, is going to be making sure that I can get the trees enough light, because I'm in an apartment and I'm going to be moving around So they have to stay in pots. They cannot like live outside in the ground. Besides, I'm far enough north that it gets too cold in the winter. So it's gonna have to be a potted lemon tree. And I need to move it inside when it's gonna be cold and outside for the warm season, and make sure it gets enough light, and make sure that when it's inside it's still getting enough light. I think the humidity is going to be fine. I know they like it to be reasonably humid, and the humidity is actually pretty good in here for plants. I think having a bunch of aquariums and then just like a ton of houseplants helps. It stays around, like, what is it right now? About 40%, 40 to 50% humidity. My here's my mic stand. So that should help. But it's the light that I'm worried about. It's very easy to not give a plant enough light when it's inside. We don't realize how dark it is inside, and it's going to have to be inside for part of the year. Okay, you're a normal, doesn't matter? Nah, as long as you're not an LFR. Difficulty does not matter. As far as I know, the raid size doesn't matter either. I do already have GQ. This guy sounds committed, or maybe he needs to be committed. I just appreciate the dedication. Like, the whole time I'm reading this letter, I'm like making fun of it because it's hilarious. I was like reading excerpts of it to my husband because he had this analogy about how to understand that lemon seeds need to be planted when they're fresh. He was like, imagine that there is a light, a little glimmering light of life within the seed, and every day it grows dimmer and dimmer and then goes out. Like, he had some poetry about that was basically there to say, plant these now. You know, they don't work if they're not fresh, and I made sure they're fresh, so plant these now is the gist of it. But he had written like, oh, it was beautiful. So I was kind of clowning on it, but also super impressed because I just love when people care about something that much. I don't care what you care about. I mean, but like, generally speaking, if someone is super invested in a hobby or just like an interest like that, even if it's not something I find personally interesting, I can still listen to them talk about it all day as long as they care about it. Don't let anybody tell you your interests are boring. If you're interested, it's awesome. It's so cool to see. So, and I believed him. I did it. I bit off the narrow ends. I peeled the seeds. I only split one of them. Hopefully it's good. Although I'm gonna need the fear is that none of them sprout, and then the other fear is that all of them sprout, and then I end up with just like 10 lemon trees that I'm just lugging around my life in pots. Because I also am doing kind of the same thing with my adenium plants. I want to pet your dog. Oh man, I thought you were in Vancouver. I wonder why I thought that. I'm from that area. I'm from Vancouver Island. I just don't live there anymore. That's all. I am a American permanent resident. I am not an American. Not a citizen. They don't like accumulated calcium in the soil, so change the soil sometimes. Okay. What kind of soil do you recommend that I use? I heard that I should not use anything with peat moss in it because that's too acidic. So what, like, they're right now they're still sprouting. I haven't planted them in anything yet. What should I use to plant them in? Lemons should go well with all the fish. Hey, nobody's eating the fish. Nobody's eating the fish. Favorite transmits item. Transmog? Or transmits? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Ow. Okay, we're fine. Marissa, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate the support. Doggo looks like such a good boy or girl. He's a boy. He is a very good boy as long as you are not trying to leave him alone anywhere. In which case his emotional distress overrides any good behavior and makes him difficult to manage because he's just so upset. He does not want to be left alone. But as long as you're not trying to do that, he's great. He's very polite when we're out walking. Like, everybody gets all impressed. People stop me all the time because of my dog. They want to talk about him or pet him or say hi or whatever. And a lot of people will say, man, I see him all the time. He just looks so well behaved. He's just walking right along beside you. And I'm like, I know. That's my boy. We practice every day. He's very well behaved on leash unless we're going somewhere new. The key is that I have a couple of routes that I switch between, but we've done all of them like 100 times. If I ever walk with him somewhere new, then all bets are off. Like, if he's somewhere new, he is so excited. He is pulling everywhere. He wants to sniff everything. And you can't... Leash etiquette goes out the window. Originally from Vancouver Island, West Coast, Canada. Sound weird, but my interest is serial killers. I'm a psychology major, and... I don't think a serial killer interest is that unusual. I feel like a lot of people have a fascination with that, or just with true crime in general. It's something that I can't let myself consume too much of because I can get really into it, and not in a healthy way. If I'm going to be consuming media and I get really into it, I consume a ton of it. And if it's something that's like scary or upsetting or has upsetting details to it, then it's just gonna mess with me. I try and focus my obsessions to things that are good for me. Asked the dude if he could publish those pages called the Lemon Bible. It's the only religion I could get behind. I feel like he would have the church leadership set, you know, all good to go. Difference between a permanent resident and a citizen. So, I should know, because I am a permanent resident, I am not a citizen. I know that in order to become a citizen, I would have to pay a bunch of money and take a test. And probably have them take my fingerprints for the 97th time. But a permanent resident, I believe I need to get my green card renewed every certain amount of years. I think I'm good for 10 years now. So I need to get my green card renewed, whereas as a citizen, I would be good to stay, you know, as long as I want. A citizen, I'm pretty sure, can vote. Right now, I cannot vote in any American politics or elections or anything like that. So as a citizen, I would be able to vote, and I think I would also be eligible for jury duty. I don't really know how that works. I should, but as long as, like, as a permanent resident, I can live here, I can work here, I just get my residency renewed every X amount of years. So that's good enough for me for now. You could always give them away for free. It's true. It's true. Good. I might have to do that with some of my adenium plants. I have some adenium seedlings that I figured some more of them would have died by now, but they're doing pretty good. pH kits you can use too. I have pH testing kits for water because I do that for my aquariums. I don't know how to pH test soil though. If Blizzard said WoW would close, the last zone you'll visit before the servers go down? Oh man, I don't know if I'd want to draw it out. I'm not one for goodbyes. They just make me sad. I would rather, like, as soon as I know something's gonna end, I just want to move on and be out of there. So, I don't know if I would. Like, if I had to, if it was, like, a situation where I have to pick a place, I'm probably going, like, Teldrassil. But I would turn off my computer, I would go for a walk, maybe go on a trip, you know? Buy some plane tickets to just somewhere, get out of town, clear my head, figure out what I'm doing next with my life. Maybe go shopping for some clothes that aren't WoW merch. How old is Doggo? He is 8 years old. He is small. He's an Alaskan Kleekai. K-L-E-E-K-A-I, if you wanted to Google it. They are basically like a miniature sort of husky breed. But yeah, he's pretty small. He's a 13-pound dog. Canadians are friendly. That explains a lot. I mean, I don't want to say it's not true and that I'm not friendly, but you know, you get friendly ones and you get unfriendly ones and you get nice people and mean people pretty much everywhere. Americans tend to be very friendly too. They're just like a little very friendly, depending on where you are, of course. I think that like the average person on the street in New York is going to behave differently from like Atlanta, and that's going to be different from like San Francisco. Which mount is it today? This is our last attempt at Horadon. This is our last Horadon chance. So if this doesn't happen, then we're moving on to checking for Argus mounts. Could do a couple of world boss attempts. I wanted to buy Urgent Tournament dailies, and like pet battle dailies, or Darkmoon Faire pet battle dailies, because those are 4 a mount. You know, I'm working towards my last Argent Tournament mount. I only have 1 left, and I'm working towards no Horadon today. The Darkmoon Zeppelin mount. But those are like guaranteed. They're guaranteed happening, but they're not guaranteed not happening yet. Trinity, I hope the bird's gonna be okay. The mount will drop, trust. Oh no. You get to keep your Canadian citizenship. You are not a US citizen. I think if I decided to go for American citizenship, I could apply for dual citizenship. I would never give up my Canadian citizenship. I feel better in my life having that. I would never want to give that up. But I could potentially do dual citizenship one day. I think the reason I would do that is if I just didn't want to have to renew my green card anymore. But for now we good. Okay, I was gonna do... Gonna whip through the Argent Tournament dailies real quick. Oh, man. Why don't you just become a citizen? It doesn't offer me anything I need right now, and it's a fair bit of money. Also, I'd have to study for the test. It's just one of those things. It's like, it would be a good thing to do, probably, but it's not compelling enough in the moment to make me want to put aside the other things I'm working on. Foot-sized elbow or an elbow-sized foot? Foot-sized elbow, absolutely. An elbow-sized foot would hamper my mobility. Foot-sized elbow, I could work around that. Also, I could probably have it, like, ground down by a plastic surgeon. I can get on board with a foot-sized elbow. So I'm going to do Darkmoon Faire pet dailies real quick because doesn't take very long. I should sell t-shirts with Joker on them for branding. Could. I don't really want to. I'm hesitant to use my pets for shirts that are. I don't want to say permanent because I don't want to say I'm going to sell any merch permanently, but like main merch line shirts. I had my cat and my old fish in my 100K shirts, and that's fine because those are temporary shirts. Like, I sold those for 2 weeks and then not again. They were for a specific thing. But I guess, you know, the dog's gonna live a long time. I don't want to, like, sell merch of the dog if the dog eventually gets old and dies, and then I'm just sad every time I see the merch, if that makes any sense. And he's fine. He's in perfectly good health. He's only 8 years old. Don't listen to this, Joker. You're fine. You're doing great. It's just a weird thing in my brain that I don't want to do. I'm going to Storm. Oh, I am in Stormwind. I'm here. I'm good. Mount, you hoping to get in this mount run? We were trying for Horadon, but I think that ship sailed. So now I'm going to get some Darkmoon badges or tickets. I'm at 823 of 1,000. So we're getting there. Had to have a little lunch and come back. I don't believe in assigning qualities to groups of people. Saying all Canadians are nice, New Yorkers are mean is ridiculous. We're all individuals. I would agree with that. I feel like on a surface level, if you're just like making conversation, as long as they're not super harmful assumptions, there's not a crazy amount of harm in it. But I also think that if you just like live and die by those assumptions for an individual person, like if you meet somebody like, well, you're Canadian, so you have to be nice all the time. That's just weird. That's just a strange thing to do. Also not that logical. Arcadios, thank you for the super chat. Good morning, Hazel. Good morning. Will you be doing another time walking stream for the Draenor map before the event ends? Event's over. For me, anyways. I think Europe has hang on. Europe has a few more hours, I believe. But North America's done. We are officially in Sign of the Skirmisher, Arena Skirmish event, which is not time walking. I missed it. I was not going to be able to grind it. I needed like another 10 dungeons on my I needed another 10 dungeons on my mage. It was just not happening. I'll get it next time it rolls around. I'll get both of them. Something happened to Joker or the other pet. You could take the merch down. It's just another thing I wouldn't want to have to deal with then. I'm sure it would be fine. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. There's some things in my life that I just don't want to do. I don't have a really good reason for not doing them. I should, like, unrelated to putting Joker on them or not, I do need to make new merch, though. I have ideas, okay? I don't know. It'll happen when it happens eventually one day, maybe. Alenciaful, thank you very much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Appreciate the support. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're all, at least even if it's not a great day, you know, I don't want to look like, I know that we're trying to be like upbeat, and that's good. But I don't want to come across like I'm just pushing positivity all the time in like any situation. It's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to feel bad. It's okay to not be perfect and happy all the time. But even if you're not having a great day, if you can just bring it back to like a calm day and just deal with whatever you got in the best way that you can, that's good too. I always ask people this, really random, but waffles or pancakes? Waffles, 1000%. Pancakes can get out. I could happily never eat another pancake in my life. I don't hate them, but like it's not a waffle, so just like what are you even doing? Waffles have ready-made syrup pockets in them. You can put fruit in those. You can put ice cream in those. If you throw that on a pancake, it's just going to slide off and look ugly on your plate. Waffles, good stuff. It's wondering why I always miss your streams. It's 3 a.m. in Australia. The Friday stream is in a bit of a later time zone. So Friday streams start 5 hours from now, so like 8 a.m. in Australia, but it would still be... Actually, it would be 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning. So if you're up early on Saturdays, for you, that might work. I don't want to is a full sentence and a complete reason. Depends on what it's for, but yeah, I think so. I think so. Like, if somebody's like, you should probably feed your cat, and I'm like, I don't wanna. That would be awful of me. Although, the robot feeds you. Yeah. You're back. You're not mad forever, huh? You gonna try and steal my tea next? Alright. She was being aggressively cuddly yesterday. You know how cats will, like, rub their faces on stuff just to, like, show affection and mark their territory and whatever. I was laying on my back in bed, and she, like, climbed up on top of me. She likes doing that. And she, like, climbs right up to my face and starts, like, rubbing her face on my face, like, mouth to mouth. It was, like, a little gross, but mostly just because I had lip balm on, so I was getting, like, cat hair stuck to my lip balm. But it was so cute that I didn't want to make her stop. It's like, because I give her smooches all the time. I'll, like, kiss her on the head. And she was, like, doing it in reverse. She like, wanted head kisses. It was adorable. Okay. Buttermilk pancakes, though. Are they different? Are they better? Do you do your own drawings? I like them. So the Patreon stuff that you see, if you're a YouTube member or a Patreon supporter, the wallpapers that I do every month. Let me see, do I have my phone here? Oh, I have my tablet. I can show you here. So, like, this kind of thing. That's like the $5 supporters get those images. You can be wallpaper buddies with me if you want. Those I do. I don't. They're not. I want to be very clear that I'm not selling that as a service. I'm not like, I am an artist and you can have my monthly wallpaper commission for $5 a month. Like, the support is if you just want to support the channel and like what I do with videos, and then the drawing is just something I'm doing. You know, kind of like how a grandchild will do a crayon drawing for their grandparents' fridge. I'm not saying that I'm any good at it as an artist. Like, the whole point is that I'm doing it anyways, even though I can't draw. I do those. The emotes, though, like the emote that you were using, I got that commissioned. I drew some of the emotes, like the squirrels, the cry, the hazel love. Those I drew, but the ones with the little purple hair girl, those ones I had commissioned. Don't you have a racial plus 100 of optimism? I knew plenty of pessimistic Canadians. I do prefer to see the glass half full, though. Just works better. Islands have pirates again. Get that pirate mount. Ooh, yes, need that. I'm finally starting to like clue into how to like which island inhabitants or which islands have chances to drop the stuff that I want. Like, next time that Havenswood is up, I'm going to go hard on that because I really want to try for the Risen Mare. So if the pirates are up, then I need to be on that because I want a parrot, man. I want it. I want a parrot. Maybe we'll do that on Friday. Or if I do any extra streams mid-week. I got to get that Strathholm pet guide done. I've been working on that. I thought I was going to have it done last night, and then I realized that I had like misnamed some footage, and there was something else I really wanted to check after the reset, so I'm going to try and work on it today, but like, oh man. I have projects, and I'm like, alright, I can make a video a day. A video takes me, what, 6 hours, 8 hours? I can do that in a day. It's fine. It's not that weird. I can do it. And then I sit down to do it, and there's just always something. They always take me all week. Raise your hand if the only reason you know about contracts is because of Hazel's guide. They are handy. X Ripper X and Tanya, thank you very much for the super chats, guys. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can't wait for the next baking stream. Love watching them. Motivates me to try baking myself. That one's gonna be the 12th. So not this week, but next week on Wednesday. We're making lava cake. We're making the Black Rock lava cake. I'm having lava cake for lunch. Liked your answer on the pancake waffle thing. Does it matter? They taste the same? I don't think so. It depends. Like, there's different kinds of waffles. Pancakes to me always taste like pancake mix. All of my memories of pancakes are from church breakfasts that I attended as a child, like church basement breakfasts. And they were always like accompanied with sausages. And maybe that's why I don't like pancakes, is because I just never, even back when I ate meat as a child, I didn't like it. So pancakes always taste like pancake mix to me. And a waffle tastes like either my mom's waffle recipe. My mom makes like fluffy home style waffles. She would make them for Christmas. She would make them for birthdays. delightful. And then also Belgian waffles, like when you get those out, or if there's like a waffle food truck, you get that, and you get some all kinds of crazy stuff on it. It's good stuff. Fridge art, yes, fridge art. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. Like sometimes I'll be sending out the patron stuff, and I just feel so bad, and I just really hope people. I would hate for some, like, you know, there's like a subreddit out there that's like delusional artists or something like that, where people are selling like not very good art for a lot of money. I don't want anybody to like think that what have I done here? I don't want anybody to think that that I think that my drawings are worth anything. It's more of just like a thank you for people that choose to support the video side of things. Left WoW in February and returned this week. Advice for a returning player: point me in the right direction for one of your videos. For a returning player, do I have a things to do as a 120? Did I do that one? I thought I did. It was on my list ages ago. Let me see. Things to do WoW 120 Hazel. What to do is a fresh 120 BFA starter guide. Well, you came back though. I would check out, basically I would, if I were you, depending on whether or not you want to gear up, I would check out my 8.2 coverage, like look at the stuff that's coming soon, because that should be quite soon. And then, get yourself some gear. Good morning, Hazel. Good morning, Finesse. Your mount runs Inspire Me. Been running Kara with a group of friends for the worm mount. Midnight dropped for me twice and my friend once in 3 consecutive runs. Dang. Nice to try some not pre-mixed buttermilk pancakes. I've made pancakes from a recipe before, but I don't know if I ever used buttermilk. Eat crepes with Nutella. They're hella tasty. Crepes used to be the kind of breakfast that we would get for like a special event. We never had them with Nutella, but we would have them with whipped cream and fresh fruit and syrup and icing sugar. It was not good for you, but we used to, like, as kids, Mom would make a bunch of crepes and she would always have to get up. Our crepe recipe required it to rest for like hours. So if we were having crepes, somebody had to get up at like 3 in the morning to start the crepe batter. And we had like a special crepe pan. And then they would make a ton of them, and then everybody would like compete to see how many crepes they could eat because they were just really delicious. It was a strange thing. And then as an adult, I was like, you know what? I want to try making crepes again. And I just like Google a crepe recipe, and it just says mix up this stuff and then cook it in a pan. And then I just cooked it in a regular pan, and it turned out fine. So I don't know what we were doing with like resting the batter and a fancy pan. Maybe it made it more authentic, but I swear it was kind of the same thing. Okay, so that's my 15 tickets per day. Did I ever open? I missed opening a bag here. I did both of the pet battles. And I got Darkmoon supplies. Oh no, I opened both bags. Okay. I got 15 tickets. We're up to 838. So yeah, next event, maybe the one after. Also, I'm like really close to a couple things. So for Argent tournament stuff, I needed 3 when I first started. I've gotten 2 of them, so I'm on my last one. I'm saving up for the Argent Charger. Argent Charger? Argent Warhorse? One of those. Hubby likes both. I prefer waffles, just like a little crunch. Don't put stuff on Belgian waffles if it's not sugar. Oh man, my waffle maker is like a teeny tiny one. And it just makes a single individual waffles because I got so overwhelmed looking at waffle makers online that I was like, whatever, I'm buying the $8 one for students. I'm so stressed out. If it's going to just light on fire anyways, then I may as well not spend too much money. Because if you spend enough time reading Amazon reviews for an appliance, you're going to freak yourself out. And it does great, but it only makes 1 waffle at a time and they're about this big. So you got to be working on it for a while. Where am I going? Northrend. Argent Tournament Dailies. Thank you for your videos. Thanks for watching them, Tanya. Subreddit videos and YouTube are entertaining. Any predictions for when 8.2 might launch? Not really anymore. Let's guess again. So obviously not today. One of these, 18th or 25th. I want to say the 18th and be optimistic, but I'm thinking 25th. Hopefully not July. I don't think it's going to be July. I'm clinging to that, but I thought it was going to be like last week, so I'm already way over the hill. Way over the... Hang on. Where am I going? Northrend. Join for the emoji and bragging rights. Got the sick YouTube emoji. Oh, man. Where's the cat? Cat's right here. Cat's in the lap. Camera's just not tilted far enough down to get the cat. These are the good shin ribs. Got to go have fun. Already member for 3 months. You've upgraded to your silver nut badge. Can't wait for it too. Same. Honestly, like, I know I still have videos I need to get done before then, but I'm getting through them. Like, once I have the pet guide done, or the pet dungeon guide done, you know, the actual dungeon guide and the raid guides I want to put those out fairly close to when those things actually come out, so people don't get too confused about when they'll be able to do them. So I'll probably start those after the patch. 8.2 can't be first, no way before Classic. There's no way they're delaying it until after Classic. Isn't Classic in, like, August? Hang on, when's Classic again? I forget. I forget. When is it? I'm Googling it. Where'd my browser go? There it is. Yeah, August 27th. There's no way in heck that they are delaying 8.2 until after Classic. No way. Most wanted mount that you don't currently have? I want a glad mount. I don't care which one. It could be really ugly. I wouldn't care. I would ride it forever. I want to get back into Arena. I say that and then I get back into Arena and then I'm like, oh no, I remember why I quit. Oh man. I want to get back into Arena in a casual way where I am just playing for vicious mounts and I'm not worried about my rating and I'm not trying to grind glad. I'm just trying to do my best and have fun and make friends and get vicious mounts. And I think that might be too much to ask. I think that might be too much. It might be just an overreach. When you start streaming on Twitch, could you upload the VoDs unlisted to YouTube? Miss a ton of them. Unlisted? Yeah, maybe. That does solve all of the problems I have with it. The only remaining concern of mine is that I'm lazy. And especially if I'm streaming more often, that's just a lot of time. That's just like an extra hour of download process, upload process time. And it's not like I have to be here for all of that. It's just a thing that I would do, that I could do, that I don't know if I want to do, but I should, if that makes any sense. You're right, I should. There's no good excuse for me not doing it. I'll do Arena with you on a glad mat too. What class do you play? I have an obsession problem. I started watching Chernobyl, now I'm watching and reading and trying to figure out what really happened. Chernobyl is next on my list. You know what I'm actually so impressed by? Is that HBO actually, at least for me, I think they're actually managing to keep a relatively large amount of people that only had HBO Go subscriptions for Game of Thrones. Like, Game of Thrones ended, and we, like I'm sure many people, had the subscription just to watch Game of Thrones, and we haven't canceled ours yet. We were gonna, and then we just started watching stuff on HBO. We have been watching Barry. We just started season 2. Oh my god, it's so funny and good. It's like Bill Hader like sat down and watched Breaking Bad and was like, you know what? I could do that, but make it hilarious. I mean, Breaking Bad was pretty funny, but still, like, it's so good. And then everybody's going on about Chernobyl, so that's next on the list. Although I think it might spook me. I've heard people saying it's spooky. Chernobyl's really good. Yeah. Yep, that, and then people have been saying that I should watch Good Omens on Amazon Prime, so, like, Netflix is getting their cake eaten. What rating do you need for the PvP mounts? Haven't done Arena since BC. So for the Vicious War mounts, you just need to be winning games, and it can be 2s or 3s, although 3s will get you stuff faster. For these guys, I think 1400 and above, so low bar, not that bad. If you practice and believe in yourself, you can do it. It's fine. But Glad mounts, Glad cutoffs change at the end of every season. I think lately they've been in like the 2.4-ish range, maybe even lower than that. The ratings have been weird in BFA, but I haven't been pushing. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know, one thing at a time. Also, if I was trying to do Arena on stream, it would have to be a very different type of stream. Every time I've PvP'd on this stream in the past, our viewership has just dropped in half because I can't chat the same way. Like, if I'm PvPing, I'm ignoring you guys. I am just trying my best to not embarrass myself horribly. Melanie, thanks for becoming a member. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Appreciate the support. And hope you're having a wonderful day. Does Twitch do VoDs? Not familiar with the site? They do. Yeah, Twitch has VoDs. I believe that it works differently for different levels of partnership. I don't think they keep all VoDs indefinitely. I think that there's like a point after which they're deleted. But I will be the first to admit that I don't really know how that works. people can also choose to have their VODs be subscriber only, but I think that's a terrible idea because, you know, maybe somebody new is checking out your stream, but you're not live. You want them to be able to see your VODs to see if they like your stream. A Mount Hungry PvP group. Play any class you want. Chernobyl is 10 of 10. It isn't spooky. Let me know how good Omens is. I've seen enough people talking about it, and also I know they've been advertising lately, so maybe that's just why people are talking about it, but that I want to try it. Also, my husband wants me to read the book. He has the book, and he keeps being like, it's on my Kindle, you can read it. I should, you know, you're not wrong. It's probably a great book, but I'm real attached to reading on my iPad. I don't really want to read in a really old Kindle. I'm snobby like that. Authentic crepe recipes ask you to let the batter rest. Cover. Crepe pans are optimizing for the shape and important for the throw and flip. Other than that, most pans work fine. That matches up with my experience. Although, I swear when I didn't let it rest, it still tasted like a crepe. Maybe I just have no class. It's cool watching on my phone. When Anne started on Twitch, they only saved the latest 10 streams as a VOD. There's some kind of rule, and I know it's different for partners and not partners. I'm gonna have to look this up if I ever decide to start streaming on Twitch. I had actually an email in about something. They get back to me today. Because I do want to try it out. Just to see, you know? Just to see. Not yet. It's my favorite book, and the adaptation is really great. Best adaptation of a book I've ever seen. Okay. Okay, have to give it a go then. I've been rereading The English Patient. I love that book. I had forgotten how much I love that book. I was just kind of like in between things, and I know I should read the Wheel of Time book you guys got me, but I'm always reading in the dark. I should just buy it for my iPad, but I was just looking for a book that I already had, and I noticed I had The English Patient in my library, and I hadn't read it for a few years. And I forgot just how beautiful it is. It's one of those stories that's like almost not even about the story, it's just about you like seeing it. God. I never watched the movie for that one though. Baking stream will be on my 20th birthday, and all my friends are working. Birthday lava cake stream. It's the best way to get gold. Only have 150k. That's the most I've ever had. Depends on how bold you are. You could invest. You could purchase things to try to flip them. That is risky, but also very effective. Most people that have like a crazy amount of gold in the game have it from doing that. Or you can just farm stuff. You can farm herbs. You can fish. You can mine. I lately have been just leveling alts. Like leveling alts 110 to 120 with herbing and mining is great because you get gear that you can scrap or you can sell. You get your mining, your herbing. You're getting cloth drops. Just all of the stuff that you can sell. And I've been sitting on the herb mats at least until after the patch goes out because I believe the price is going to go up. So leveling has been pretty good. Even just rep. Back when I was grinding service medals, I made a ton of gold just because I was getting so much 7th Legion rep that I was getting a Paragon cache every like third day, every other day. And there was like 4k gold in each one of those. If I got 3 of those in a week, that was an extra 12k a week just from the rep. Just from the cache, not even counting any of the gold that I might have gotten from the world quest. So that was pretty good. And then if you're doing multiple reps at the same time, then that helps. I'm gonna help this person out. I'm going to get them done with their thing. I love doing this. I love being just like the fairy godmother of the Argent tournament grounds. I let them tag it first. I don't know if that's important, but if you let them tag it and then you just kill their mob, it just lets them move on with their day so much faster. And it's just a nice thing to do. Sometimes people will like flash bow at you. Makes you feel good about your day. Don't worry about the Wheel of Time book. If you read it or not, it's all good. I want to read it. I'm just so set in my ways, and it makes me feel so stubborn and like, I don't know. There we go. Go get my second 2 done. Flip. Yeah, flipping stuff is just when you buy it. Hopefully cheap also. Kitty, what you doing? When you buy stuff cheap and then you sell it for more, so. There are scans that you can do in Trade Skill Master that will scan the auction house for like a certain group of items, and if they are below market price, you can see how much they're below market price, you can see how many of them are available, you can try and like gauge whether or not, you think you can sell it for more. But I used to do that all the time. I would buy cheap epic BOEs for like 5, 10, 15k, and then I would sell them for like 20, 30, 40k. And that's great because you don't, like, it can take a while. You can be sitting on the item for a while before you sell it, but it's not really any extra input time. It's just something that you do along with your normal auction house scans. Sell everything. Helping people with Argent Tournament dailies is a good community service. It's digital community service. Does the job. Alright, what else do I need to do? I need to go north. We're doing Ornolf and some Kvaldir. You're saving Paragon caches until the patch to get the upgrade on my neck since I'm capped on it. Does that work? Does that work? I wouldn't be surprised if it did, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, my neck is close to capped. I am at 49 and like 80%, and I've been specifically not grinding AP because I want to be able to still run islands on this character and not feel like I'm wasting my time. I know eventually I'll cap it and then I'll just be running after cap. I wish they had done something to give us like a kickback for getting AP after cap. Like not necessarily saving it, but at least give us gold for, you know, the intermediate period between us being capped and being able to level it again. Like they did at the end of the last thing. I know a fun raid, it's called Trial of the Grand Crusader. Everyone loves it. I do Trial of the Champion every day. I only do Trial of the Grand Crusader when I forget where the Trial of the Champion entrance is. And accidentally go into the wrong one. Okay, 3 and 4, 5. These dailies are not bad at all. These dailies, especially once you're done with the Valiant dailies, super fast. The only thing that takes any time about the Valiant dailies is the one where you have to go really far. The champion blade one, but everything else, easy peasy, no time at all. Also, these dailies, despite them being Wrath dailies, like I remember doing these back in Wrath and being like, man, I'm getting so much gold. Like I just looted like a frozen helmet. I can sell that for 2 gold. I turned in the daily. I get that bag. It gets 10 gold. There's another like 4 or 5 gold on the quest reward. Like, dang, I'm rich. Because back then, I was like back then getting a gold for me at least, because I was poor, was a big deal. So when I did Argent Tournament dailies, I felt like I was just rolling in it. And even now, after all these years and all of this inflation, it's still not bad. You turn in a whole set, you're up, and especially if you're like you're vendoring any drops that you got, you're selling your Frostweave, you know, up a couple 100 gold a day. It's not bad. Doesn't hurt. Greetings for the Netherlands, sup, Rob? Sell stuff at the fair to cheap prices. Are you mad that Hazel? Are you mad that T-Series beat you in the race to 100 million subscribers? Man, I'm glad someone really relates to my struggle out here. How could they? Like, we're just right there, aren't we? Right there. What if the next time I did merch was just for 1 mil? I just don't make any more merch until I get 1 million subs. Oh, man. How many honorable medallions do you have? Hopefully not that many. I ground out. I have 17 service medals. Oh, no, honorable medallions. What's that? Honorable medallions. I don't know what that is, but service medals, if that's what you're talking about. I ground out all of the ones that I wanted for both mounts. Both mounts early, like as soon as 815 came out, or maybe it was 81, whenever they added that, and then was done. I burned out. I went way too hard in invasions. I would get up in the night, or get up really early. I would get up at like 5, 6 a.m. on a Sunday if there was going to be an invasion up and I wanted to catch it. It's crazy. You know what I'm actually almost to in addition to this? So like the Dark Bull Arena. I only need to do that 2 more times. 2 more Dark Bull Arenas, and then I will have the free-for-all War for Me mount, the prestigious Warsteed. Man, that one's been taking me so long. Oh. I don't know if even Blizzard knows when 8.2 is coming out. Maybe they do by now, but we don't know yet. Have you seen the preset from Moldovar? Yes, I know exactly which one you're talking about. I like it in the light blue. Oh, man. You can only save 1 chest at a time, but I would do that each week to open after reset, get a better upgrade. We'll see if it works after the patch. Oh, interesting. Oh, Seafarer's doubloons. Yeah. That grind goes pretty fast if you can do mythics. If you can run mythic islands, You get doubloons pretty quick. You get a big bag of doubloons from each one. You'll get guaranteed doubloons from each island now, but you get more if you can do mythics. They're pretty fast if you're like close to 400 item level, then you can ask for other people to have 400 item level, and then you can chew through them at a pretty good rate. I just pug them these days. Okay. When are you going to do an animal tour? An animal tour? I'm not really a pet YouTuber. I mean, you're kind of getting an animal tour. You've got like you just have to watch enough streams to have the camera rotate around through all the different fish tanks. It's like one dog, one cat, and a couple of fish tanks. Couple of good aquariums. I want goldfish so bad. That's the thing that makes me work hard, you know. It should be like wanting to buy a house, and I do want to buy a house, but I want to buy a house so that I can get goldfish. I just want a house to put my goldfish in. Get Hazel to 1 mil 2019. Whew, that's the goal setting that I should be doing that I'm not. 2019. There's only 6 months of that. I had back when I was working towards 100k subs, I wanted that so bad. I wrote myself like a letter about why I wanted it and the time frame that I wanted to get it in, and I wanted to do that in 2017. I made myself this really ugly phone wallpaper that was like 100k 2017 because I really wanted that, and I wanted to like have that goal in my face so I could work really hard towards it. Didn't do it. Tried really hard, failed. Got it like a couple of months into 2018. But 1 mil 2019. I would need to change my strategy. I think I would need to go beyond WoW videos. I always kind of thought that if I ever felt like I had done as much as I could with WoW videos, if I ever felt like I was doing everything I could and I couldn't go any farther with them, that I would branch out to either tech videos or like meta streaming stuff, like guides on getting into streaming and YouTubing, content creation guides. But I don't think any WoW YouTubers have 1 million. Do they? What's your dog's name? Dog is Joker. Joker. Pirates are back for islands this week. I'm gonna be on that. I'm gonna probably do those on Friday, and then maybe even before then, just like in the afternoons or evenings, or just like if I'm procrastinating, may as well run some islands. I want that parrot. Do you guys think I can grind it out this week? How many islands would I have to do during parrot week to grind out a parrot mount, you know? Dog knows it's being filmed. I take his collar off if I'm gonna have the webcam on him, and he always knows what's coming, and he doesn't feel comfortable about it. But he's always kind of uncomfortable. He doesn't really super at ease often. Go viral, become the new Swifty. Did Swifty have a viral phase? I didn't follow him back then. I know he was like huge, and he's still pretty big, but I want a house so I can get away from my upstairs neighbors who I suspect are elephants. Only 6 months left of 2019. Where's the time going? Right? Speaking of where's the time going, we are looking at 150 days till BlizzCon 2019. Who's excited? I have dreams about BlizzCon. Like, I just want the best announcements. I want to be the most put together lady. I want to make some dope videos. I want to look like a real human in the world. Like, I bought shoes so that I mean, I have shoes, but like I bought shoes that aren't falling apart. They were suede, so I had to like weather spray them because apparently you don't want suede getting wet. I didn't mean to buy suede shoes. It was just all the good shoes were suede. Why do people make shoes out of suede? What's the point? Is there like a thing that's good about it, or is it just supposed to look cool? Parrot week. So apparently there's pirates in island expeditions this week, and that means that in any island that happens to have pirates, you will have the parrot mount on the potential loot table. That's what we're talking about for Parrot Week. He was big for his one-shot macros. That's a legacy right there. Like, people will still call it a Swifty macro if you have like a one-shot macro or just like a popping all your cooldowns macro. To this day, that's a Swifty macro, and that right there is a legacy. How many toys do you have? 406. I have enough for Brutus, and then I stopped collecting. Gave up. I don't want to do Horde Paragon rep. That's over the line for me. I do not have the time lost mount. Our husband calls our dog's collar his symbol of oppression. My dog loves his collar because he knows he can't go outside without it, so he gets excited if you're putting it back on him because he thinks he's going to be able to go on a trip. Did you make videos in Wrath? Could have sworn I watched a guide from you and how to tame the oil-stained warg in Northrend. No, I didn't start videos until MOP. I made videos in MOP. I played in Wrath, but I didn't make videos till MOP. So, somebody else. I never did that one. Hazel doesn't have shoes confirmed. I mean, I just wear slippers around the house. Today's a big day because I'm wearing jeans inside. Cameron, thanks for the super chat. Apparently I'm farming islands this week on all 7 of my 120s. Maybe I should try and level some characters with islands. Say BlizzCon like Homer Simpson says donuts. I never watched The Simpsons. When I was a kid, my parents were like, no, you can't watch The Simpsons. It's a grown-up show. And then nobody, like, they never, like, told me that I could watch it because I'm a grown-up now. And it just never occurred to me. And then by the time I was, like, a grown-up and realized I could watch whatever show I wanted to, I didn't really want to watch The Simpsons anymore. This month's tip goal is $2 for viable clothes for BlizzCon. I think I'm okay. I think I'm set. I have shoes. I have some flat shoes, and then I have some party shoes that are just like ankle boots. I have pants. I'm swimming in Blizzard shirts, so I'm set there. I think I'm okay. I have my hair appointment so that I can get my color all fresh. I just want to look like somebody who tried. I want to look like someone who made an effort to be presentable to meet human beings, you know? I have to do lots of islands this week too. Really want that parent mount. Yeah. Maybe I'll do extra streams. I keep saying that, but then I'm like, well, I should spend that time on videos. But then I spend time on videos and they don't get done anyways, so. At least have to get the Stratholme Pet Guide Dungeon this week. If nothing else, I have to get that out. It's almost like, I don't want to say it's almost done, but it's coming along. Even though it won't have the World Quest Tamers in it. Would you get a World of Warcraft tattoo? Nah. I think they're cool. A lot of people have really awesome WoW tattoos. But for my personal tattooing, I only want things that are not tied to pop culture or a company or a person. Like, I want tattoos that are of, like, nature. Not anybody's intellectual property. I want them to be just things that exist in a world. Like, I don't, like, if Blizzard, like, ever, I don't know, goes under or has, like, a crazy scandal or, you know, I just don't want anything that could change that much in my lifetime. I want tattoos that are like, you know, I have a tree. I got a big old tree on my arm, and fingers crossed that, you know, it's just a tree. There's nobody in my life that can betray me or hurt me or let me down in a way that I won't like that tattoo anymore, you know? Have you collected spirit beasts in your hunter? Used to be my favorite hobby in Cataclysm. Liked helping others get them. We went through a spirit beast hunting phase on stream. A bunch of, like, I was trying to farm them on my own and I was getting nowhere, and then you guys just, like, took pity on me and helped me get a bunch of them. YouTube has 2 ads now. 2 ads. Like, back to back. That's weird. In regards to islands, if you hit your weekly cap, does that mean you can't keep doing them? You can keep doing them as much as you want. The weekly is just, like, a weekly goal for that extra AP, the quest, and the mission. You can keep going. You can do as many as you want. Spamming the question, what's your favorite hunter pet? The spectral cat. The spectral spotted cat from the cat figurines in Northern Darkshore. Old Darkshore. That one. That is my favorite hunter pet. It's not a spirit beast, so I don't get to use it much because I'm usually playing Beastmaster, so I usually want a spirit beast. But love that thing. Did I do all? Yeah, I did them all. So we turn all these in. I have my Stormwind Steed now. We're at 36. This is going to get us up some. For Ice Crown mounts, I got the Nomergon Strider. Got that locked down. Got the Stormwind Steed. So just working towards this. I'm 36 of 100. We're going to get like another 17 turning these in and then doing Trial of the Champion. We'll do that real quick. That one's real easy. But yeah, if you've been putting off Argent Tournament grind, just go for it. Just get it out of the way. Get her done. Gotta be careful with tattoos. Think of all the parents who named their kids Khaleesi. Do you think that any of them will change it? Do you think somebody right now has like a 6-year-old child that they're like, well, let's get you a name change? Is that something people do? Yeah. I do not have Time Lost Proto Drake. Not one bit. I also don't plan to farm it. I might farm the like rare spawns in like Deep Home, like Anax, or the Vashir one, Poseidus. Although I've heard that one's easy these days. But Time Lost, nah. That is above my pay grade. That is too much for me. So, badge, 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 badge. Couple more. I love handing in so many quests all at once. Delightful. Someone who named their kids Illidan and Alexstrasza. Alexstrasza? I mean, I guess Alexstrasza is like Alex, right? Like, you can shorten that to a fairly standard and socially acceptable name. I think that's pretty cool. Illidan. Maybe if, like, his friends can call him Dan. You know? If he could just be Dan. Dan's a good name. I've known some good Dans in my day. Yeah, I don't know. So, Heroic. Trial of the Crusader. Get you free 3 extra champion seals per day. We pop on the jousting stuff, go start the fight, tell him to skip the pageantry, and then we get off the horse. And do not joust, because jousting sucks. The only jousting you need to do for the Argent tournament is for your Valiant seals and your champion seals a day, and somebody else can help you with that by just, like, nuking down your mobs if they're in the area. Poseidus is, like, 20k in the auction house. Yeah. My theory is that if it's common enough, if it's easy enough to get that it's selling for only 20k, then maybe I should just farm it, right? They must have increased the spawn time or something to make the price fall that much. So that's one thing. The ANX mount, I don't know. Got 2 time loss before their account ban? Oof. Can you tell me where to find the Argent tournament area? Have yet to find it. So you go to Northrend Dalaran, basically, and then fly straight north. It's right up here, this corner of Icecrown. That's the tournament. That's the tournament. 350th try for the Zilgura Raptor, starting to feel like I'm extreme. That's some bad luck right there. That's a rough time. I thought I was unlucky. I didn't get to 350. Ooh. Yikes. So they tried to convince us that Illidan is an ancient name and wasn't from WoW. Maybe. I'd believe that, but I'm gullible. I'll believe anything. If you tell me something and you sound like you believe in yourself, I'll be like, oh yeah, okay. Sure. Yeah, sounds good. Fair. I was going to do the Crazy Cat Lady till I found out the TCG cards. Yeah, you can do Crazy Cat Lady without TCG. There's some trickier ones that you'll need if you're skipping the TCG pets. Like, TCG makes it easier. But yeah, you can do it without it. Over 6k on the Dark Whelpling. It's your new obsession, though. Think of what it's going to feel like when you finally get it. You know? The struggles are always the ones that I like the most. I still, to this day, like my Zilgura Raptor way more than I would have if it had just dropped really easily. Way more. Might start buying TCG. Maybe I'll get the Drake mount card. They don't make them anymore. Like, you can still buy them if you can find someone that's selling backstock, but their price has gone up, I think, because they're not in production. Like, they discontinued those. That's why they're so expensive these days. Have you got your lemon seeds yet? Yes! Yeah, I told the story earlier, but I will recap. I did get my lemon seeds. I was deeply impressed by the thesis paper on growing lemons that came with them. And followed the instructions to a T because I trusted that guy. If he was gonna write out all that info about lemons, then he probably knows what he's talking about. And I have them sprouting. Fingers crossed. I got Crazy Cat Lady with a spectral cat. The gullible. What K-pop group do you dislike? Oh, I'm not touching that one. Not going there. Prices are insane. Got the Rooster, Rockets, and Ghost Horses for about 3 million in WoD. Rooster, Rocket, and Ghost Horse. I never got the Rooster because that was too expensive for me. And I don't know if I ever saw the Rocket either, but the Ghost Horse I bought for, I think, like 200k, 300k. Unless you mean 3 million altogether. 461 Mims head. 250 in freehold. Ooh. I'm I think waiting to farm the BFA ones until either next expansion or the one after that. Like when Legacy Loot Mode kicks in for BFA dungeons, then I'll farm them. then I'll go in for that. But until then, there's enough stuff to keep me busy. There are enough mounts that I still need. Oh, man. I'm glad this dungeon's nice and fast. It's, doesn't take too long. Get you your extra 3 seals, especially now when I remember that I've actually done once the Black Knight dies, and I can just get out of here. Okay, so we did Darkmoon, we did tournament. I'm up to 53, only need another 47 badges, then I'm done with the Argent tournament for reals this time. That'll be good. Did you see the picture I tagged you in on Instagram? Did I? I don't know. I don't check Instagram very often, so I don't usually get through all my notifications. I look at it a couple times a week, and I don't really go through it that thoroughly, so I might have missed it. It vaguely rings a bell, though. I feel like I might remember. Legacy loot mode is when you are over 10 levels above the intended level of an instance. You will start to get all of the loot that it would have dropped for the raid size or the dungeon size, rather than just your own personal loot share. Like, if I were to go and run a Legion dungeon right now, I will only get a piece of loot if it would have dropped for me as one person in 5. But if I run a Warlords dungeon, all 5 people's worth of loot is for me. I get all the plate, the mail, the cloth, the leather, whatever. I get the duplicates, I get multiple pieces per boss. It's just better for farming Transmog. Doesn't really make a difference for farming mounts, but it's just a benchmark of when it's easy to solo something. So that's like it for the normal stuff that I wanted to do, but I want to do just like one mythic island. I'm saying just one, we'll see. But I'm gonna queue up, see if anybody wants to run mythic 400 plus Alliance NA. Just because I want to try a little bit, you know. I'm not expecting it to be the first one, but it could be, and that's the kind of amount run. What thing do you regret doing when you were younger? I could have worked harder. I could have worked harder in university. I don't know if I would have been able to. But I feel like my life would be different. I don't know if it would be better, but it would be different if I hadn't dropped out. You cannot steal my dog. That's my dog. Watching the VoD in the background, became so invested in your lemon tree journey because you were so enthused. I will keep you updated. I will, like, once those are up, I'll let you know. You know, I don't hate K-pop. K-pop's great. I started to come around on the new NCT mini album. Originally, the one they just put out, the 4th mini album, I was like, you know, I really wanted, like, that dirty experimental, like, loud sound that they're known for, and the new album is pretty smooth. It's pretty poppy, but it's growing on me. It's growing on me. I still have the Wavy Mini for that sound. What would you tell someone who has never played WoW before but is interested in playing? I would... Oh, hang on. I gotta... Let's see. Never played but interested in playing? My keybind's not working. I'm trying to shadow crush it here. It's not bad. I'm trying to think. If you've never played WoW before, see if you can find anybody to play with. It doesn't have to be somebody in real life, but if you can make friends and find a group, if you can find your people, that's where it's really gonna start happening for you. I need to bind that button. I don't know what happened to my shadow crush keybind, but it key bindings. There we go. A condensed explanation of the Argent tournament grind. Yeah. So you're gonna do some quests. There's a couple of short quest lines. It's all in Northrend. It's all very easy stuff if you're max level. You are going to unlock daily quests. You need to do a series of daily quests to become a Valiant with a city, and in order to be a champion, you'll also need some rep with them. So it's a good idea to get your basic city reps, your Stormwind, Darnassus, you know, Undercity, Sen'jin, that kind of thing. And then you do daily quests, you get badges, and you can buy stuff with your badges, but you need to unlock the vendors one at a time. You'll need to become an aspirant and then a Valiant. I don't think it's possible for me to explain it, like, correctly very quickly, so I would say check out the Wowhead guide. They have a guide that actually lays it out. Did you see the wire to autocomplete with Sophie Turner? She has 2 clique eyes. Really? I have not seen that. I didn't know she had clique eyes. Advice in finding out what you want to do with your life after uni, asking chat too. Maybe chat will have advice that I don't. My best advice, and keep in mind, it's not like I know, but don't stress too much if you don't know what you want to do forever. When you're young, I feel like there's a lot of emphasis put on having a plan because, you know, you're young and you don't want to mess it up and you just want to make sure that you're doing the right things, not wasting your time. But by and large, lots of people that have perfectly good plans end up changing them because life changes. You're going to change. You're going to get older. And that's okay. Don't be so attached to having a plan. As long as you're doing your best, that's you know, you're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. I thought I was going to have to pick a thing. I still haven't picked a thing. I don't know if I'm going to do this forever. Probably not. It'd be weird if I did. But I'm just taking it one bit at a time. Where are we going? What are we doing? Paladins fighting the Horde. Last week was Rabbit Paw week, where you could get that item that reduced your enemy radius detection. So I was just grabbing that, and then everybody was like running around on their own. So I kind of forgot about helping people with combat. If you have a betta fish, does that take away your beta privileges? I don't think so. There's a real, I don't want to say debate, but a real disconnect in the fish community about how to pronounce betta. And I will die on the hill that it is betta. It is spelled with 2 T's. It is a beta test and a betta fish, but I'm losing that one. There are so many people, and like people that are passionate about fish that will say it the other way. Like, as long as people know what you're talking about, it's fine. But man, when people try and correct me, what do you mean? We can disagree, but I'm not going to change my mind. Island expedition tips? Ow. Island expedition tips. Don't read your chat in the middle of an island expedition. Yeah, so eat the food, actually. Here's one. Here's some food. Oh, no, that's not food. That's just a Mirewalk. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hang on. I need to try harder in my life. Where are we going? Horde's that way. Oh, no, the paladin died. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Uh-oh. Once I'm caught up, I have an island expedition tips videos in the works. Yeah, hang on. Clearly, I'm not the right resource for that right now, though. It's the guy with the betta fish who doesn't eat. Have you had any luck with that? And did you study how to stream at uni? No, I don't think that's a course. I don't think that social media influencing is something they teach. Nor should it be, really. I don't know about all that one. This is something that you end up doing when you try to do other things and then your life went weird. I feel like a lot of YouTubers specifically have stories like that where they're like, well, I was doing something, I was doing one thing and then like I lost my job, or, you know, my wife left me, or, you know, just like things shake up your life and you just need to fill your void with something. A lot of people have stories like that. Alright, so I'm just trying to meet up with... Oh, that was the warrior. For a second I thought that was the horde, so I'm like, I'm not gonna help him. That's the horde. I don't want him to get mad at me. That's my warrior friend. Oh boy. Maybe I shouldn't be doing islands right now. Did not have any luck. Tried flakes too, but he didn't eat. Have you tried... I mean, I might have asked this last time, but frozen food. Bloodworms specifically. If you can get frozen bloodworms, defrost them and offer him a couple of them, those are usually a pretty good bet. The other thing is if you soak food, you can get this garlic extract that's for fish. It's just garlic extract, but you can soak the food in that, and it makes it really attractive to them, and it's also an anti-parasite thing. So I used to have a picky fish that I would soak his food in garlic, and then he would eat it. And then after a while, he didn't eat it anymore, but it was like a transitionary stage. When you do islands, do you stick with a group? Just go off and do your own thing? Super anxious about personal interactions. Always stick with the group, unless it's that rabbit paw week. So if there's the rabbit paw item on the vendor and everybody is using it, then you just want to run around on your own. Don't pull anything loot stuff. But for most weeks when that item is not up, you want to stick together with the group because it's safer. You're going to have fewer wipes. The horde can't sneak up on you as much, and then you have the whole group's power for bosses and whatnot. So if they won't follow you, then just follow them. And if they've gone in separate directions, then just pick whoever looks just pick somebody and follow them, right? It's the best you can do sometimes. Can I, excuse me. Is this broken? I think that one's broken. I think that one's just not happening. Oh well. Oh well. Hello, long time not coming. You're welcome, Morris. How you doing? Nobody knows what they're gonna do. Anyone who says differently is letting their parents and family guide them. Oh boy, oh boy. For some reason I thought maybe he made it into the portal. Maybe he made it work. Oh no, he's just over there. Oh no, that's Dorp. That's not my friend. You're not my mom. Oh, this was a mistake. I should have just ended my stream and gone on with my life. Oh no, oh no. We're still winning. We're still doing great. I made it. He's leaving! He's just running away from me. Help! Help, my friend, help! Oh man. It's just looting, trying to get the thing done. I can help if we, oh no. Oh, this is, I think this is not what I thought life would be like. Oh boy. Oh no. Maybe I can find the warrior. Maybe he'll help. Have any island mounts? I have 3. I have the Quillen mount, I have the Thunderscale Drake, and then I have the bat. Quite happy with that. Oh my gosh. I pulled that thing because we weren't able to get into the portal, so I thought we were gonna do like a pull. This is fine. Everything's fine. Maybe we'll get something good for this. Dort, this crew. This whole island has been a real experience. I still have aggro on that stuff. I don't think you can tether stuff. I don't think you can leash things here. It's okay. We're almost done. His strategy of abandoning me and looting stuff is actually quite effective. I'm just personally upset. It's the right call. It's just mean. Oh man. Control freak, I want to plan ahead. Nothing wrong with that. Smart thing to do. It's a good call. It's a good call. Just oh boy. Oh boy. Mine dropped in Mythic. I've had all of my mounts drop in Mythic, but they can drop in lower difficulties. I think they're just potentially more common in Mythics. And then because of that, I only run Mythics. I don't really queue for Heroics anymore. You can just grab 2 randoms out of LFG real quick and just do Mythics, especially if you have like a little bit of item level. And it's fine. Works out. No problem. I'm gonna help this guy, my friend over here. Oh, there we go. We're good. Got a captain's hat. Can sell that a little bit, or I could just keep it. And a broken compass and some stuff and a pet, but no mount. Didn't know there's a Quillen mount. Gotta do islands. Yeah, I'll show you in a sec. It's pretty cool. So let's say /p thanks for everything. Yeah, this is the Quillen mount. It's like a golden one. It does not fly like the Mob Collector's Edition mount, but still pretty nice. Still a pretty nice looking ground mount. Turtles are a nightmare for melee classes and expeditions. Alright. I think I have learned my lesson. I am going to end my stream and go, but thank you guys very much for watching. Definitely more islands this week. We're doing them. I don't know if I'm gonna get a parrot mount, but gosh darn it, I'm going to try. Thank you for all the new members and the super chats today. Helps me out tremendously, so thank you. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.